Welcome to the Get Real with King Arthur show. Glad you're with us today. I want to talk about conversations today and base it on philosophers such as Kenneth Burke and a lot of great philosophers. Well, I said Kenneth Burke, Immanuel Kant, Derrida, others. Now, we know that a sentence can be one word or it can be 1,000,000 words long. If I say stop, it couldn't be a sentence, it could be just one word. It also could be a text. So text could be one word, could be a 3-volume novel. Now, so we know all about sentences, we don't know about text, but text is a unit of change, a complete statement, okay? And we've already talked about applying some philosophical principles, linguistic principles, to how you talk every day. And I started talking about the fact that when you talk, a complete unit, you are out to change the way the hearer or reader thinks, acts, or feels. Change is the name of the game. Now, a sentence is predication. You throw the subject out and say something about it, predicate. In text, it isn't subject and predicate. It is problem and solution, order, reorder, problem and reorder. Now, so since you know that's true, I hope you do, you'll find it's true, there are some sensible movements that especially Martin Heidegger suggests, also Kenneth Burke. For example, you have to realize that when you speak, it is, in a way, criticism. You're saying that the reader or hearer does not think, act, or feel the way you think he should or she should. Now, so it's criticism. Okay, know that because you're handing up an ideal and saying that the hearer doesn't live up to it. I'm reading a novel now about a 4-year-old boy and his grandmother's always telling him what's wrong, advising him. He doesn't like it. No, it's criticism. Don't play indoors. Go out and play. You're not eating your oatmeal right. Just constant criticism. So be aware of that. So, aware of that, you give a standard and say that your hearer is falling short. For example, if I say, I want to tell you about an interview that Roosevelt had with Churchill. Do you know about the time that Roosevelt knocked on the door? No, you don't know about it. You should know everything. Oh, of course you can't. But you're here. I'm going to tell it. So you don't know that. So I'm going to tell you now. So here's the order: perfect knowledge. The disorder is you fall short of it, right? So how do we go to the resolution, problem resolution? Well, we go first by handling the blame. You say, I don't know that. Well, there are some orders of criticism, levels of criticism. You're going to face it. You face it every time. You may not know it. So there are two tricks with it. I want to tell you about some tricks of conversation. One is, for goodness sake, sneak in some compliment. You can always compliment someone. Like you say, I like the glasses you wear. I like your handwriting. I like, I like your smile. I know a pastor's wife that when they went calling on houses near the church, she would always comment on something outdoors. Oh, those flowers are pretty. See, that doesn't hurt at all. Say something nice, give a little compliment, sincere, but then the trick is to lighten the load of blame for the reader. Don't say, you're just a vicious person and want to do wrong. No, never. So lighten it up, and you could lighten it up saying, well, really, you've been kind of careless. And you could say, oh, no, you're just kind of busy. Or you could say, it's just human. You can't know everything, can you? So it's just human. Can you do it? And you jump on the reader's side. Now, you may think he's just vicious. Don't go there. Lighten it up. So you're handling that negative, aren't you? You're handling it by saying a compliment, and you're not so bad. You're, okay. So you got the reader kind of with you. And then the next movement in order is be specific. What do you want them to change? I'm going to tell you. Listen, that's all you have to do, attentively. I want to tell you about when Roosevelt interviewed Churchill and found him stark naked. Well, that was kind of amusing. And I will tell you, or I'll say, you need to clean this room. It's a mess. Or you need to say, you're too, you can say, you ought to need to go out and vote. You didn't vote last time. Or say, you're just got a negative view of the electoral process. See? You think wrong. So they think, act, or feel wrong. Until be specific. Say, listen to me. Or you can say, clean the room, or whatever. And then there's one more order, one more thing to do. I love the last movement, and it's called reorder. Don't leave the reader hanging. When Johnny comes home and got an F in biology, don't say, you ought to do well in biology. Get an A. He really can't do it. He'll be right back in the problem. You should say, Johnny, if you would spend a half hour every night going over the lecture notes, you could raise your grade maybe up to a C or a B, something realizable in the reorder. And along with that, sprinkle stardust. Say, won't it be great when you come home and you say, look, I got a B in biology. Well, we'll be so happy. So you move from problem to resolution. You may do it with one word. You may do it with a 3-volume novel. Well, that's just common sense, isn't it? It's philosophically discussed. But it's just common sense. Come on. The philosophers give us some common sense. Now, I'm coming back to that. I want you to try it out next time. Well, give me an argument, bad or good. Give me a text, good or bad. I have a good day.